me a statue. Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know I got you, you pull me in. I don't resist, time seems to fly but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that
I just keep my eyes shut. Maybe this time it'll be enough.
So I need the dark. Without you here, I would never see the stars. I'm headed for you. Foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back.
Hello. Professional tournament, rounds 5 to 6. Let's begin. We're currently in the stage 1. The format is single round robin, so each team will play 7 other teams once. The top 2 will directly qualify to the Blitz Stellar Cup, with the teams placed in the 3rd to the 6th. 6th place to the double elimination playoff, and that playoff will decide the remaining 2 teams in the Blitz Stellar Cup. We will be paying more attention to the tiebreaker rules. So in case of teams tied with the same number of round wins, we take a look at the following parameters. So let's say ID and RISQ are tied with the same number of round wins in the entire professional tournament. Then we will then see their head-to-head record. So because they can only play once, so it can only be win or loss in case of a tie between 2 teams. So this is kind of straightforward. It will the first rule will break the tiebreaker in case of 2 teams. However, there are 3 teams with the same number of round wins. Then we take a look at the head-to-head battle wins, because there can only be, well, there can be 2 situations. Maybe we can see one team with 2 head-to-head round wins, one team with 1 head-to-head round wins, and another one with 0 head-to-head round wins. But there can be a situation whereby we can see 3 teams having 4 head-to-head round win, 1 head-to-head round win each. So in this case, we take a look at the head-to-head battle wins. So how many battles they've won against one another. If that cannot be decided still, we will then take a look at the total number of battle wins. However, if the head-to-head number if the head-to-head battle wins can separate 2 teams but not the other. Let's say RISQ, ID, and GB have the same number of head-to-head round wins, 1 each. But then RISQ have got 7 head-to-head battle wins, and ID and GB got 5 each. And I don't know if the maths adds up, but let's use this as an example, for instance. Then in this case, we will go back. The tiebreaker rules will be reset, and we will take a look at ID and GB separately. We will see the head-to-head record. So what I mean by tiebreaker rules can be reset is when one team drops out of the tiebreaker rules. Then it gets quite complicated, and it will be very difficult to program that into to program that. So you have to bear with me with the final leaderboard. And then we take a look at the total number of battle wins and then battle duration. If all the above 3 parameters cannot decide the tiebreaker, which is highly unlikely, but in that case we'll have to ask Tolian to verify the battle duration. I think the shortest battle duration will break the tiebreaker, will put that team to a higher position. So in this case, let's actually take a look. RISQ and ID are tied with 4 round wins in the first place. GV in the 3rd place, RN in the 2nd place. LAOS, Cheras, ICT with 1 round win, but however, Cheras is above LAOS because Cheras won against LAOS before, despite LAOS having a higher number of head-to-head battle wins. DT is currently at the last place with 0 round wins. This is timeline for you. We're currently following the professionals tournament. Today is also the grand final, the last day of the Challengers tournament and Lower Echelon Championship. However, the professionals tournament is coming to an end very soon, so I apologize that I couldn't follow the Challengers tournament today. And then we'll go to the Blitz Cup after. The price for each region is $50,000 US, but I am not a bit surprised I'm not getting.
There's nothing more
Yes, it's the right link, so a bit interesting as to why I'm not having a lot of use at the moment. Anyways, today is Sunday, so 2 more days to go until we find the 2 teams in the Blitz Cup for now, and the other 2 teams, the other 4 teams to the double elimination playoff. Let's take a look at the maps tonight. The maps for round 5 are Faust, Hellas, Yukon, and Naval Frontier. For round 6, the maps are Normandy, Desert Sands, Vineyards, and Middleburg. Mabox has made the following predictions. They've predicted RN to win LAOS 4-0, a really big margin there. Cheras to win DT 4-2, RISQ to barely lose to GB 3-4, and ID to win ICT 4-1. For the Challengers tournament, the lower bracket final, Mabox is predicting Elites to win Alta 4-3, provided that Elites show up with all 7 players. And I streamed them yesterday. The upper bracket final, they did not show up in the first 3 battles. and they will receive a punishment for doing that, probably due to a scheduling conflict with the Chinese server. But because they've did not show up in the first 3 battles, I think what Tolian told me, and it's written on the rules and regulations on the website too, is that they will lose 50% of the price of the in-game prize pool, not really the monetary prize, but the in-game prize pool, and also the unique awards. And I really hope we won't see such things happening again in challenges, and beyond. So this is a reminder that you should show up to your matches, otherwise you may not receive all of the rewards. And then Mabox has predicted UX to win YKZ 4-3. We will see if Mabox is right with those predictions. This is a power rating after the third Proof of Skill tournaments. This will definitely change a lot after the double elimination playoff, and that is when the power rating will be updated. And that's it for me. I'm going to prepare, the video cards. So please excuse me for a moment. I forgot to do that before the stream. It should not take long for me to do the update. And there we go. Alright, so once again, I'm the only streamer on the APAC server. I'll be following Cheras versus DT, and this is a very important match for DT, because if they lose to Cheras, their hopes in the top 6 are pretty much over. Although they can win their 2 remaining rounds, but they will have to rely on more superior tiebreaker. And in this case, their last 2 opponents are LAOS and also ICT, which are also currently sitting with 1 round win. So potentially they can still qualify if they can win their last 2 rounds with a more superior head-to-head record. But that is on the assumption that LAOS and ICT will not win this match, with this fixture, and also their remaining fixtures. So DT will have to work really hard tonight if they want to be in the running of the top 6 spot. And also looking at the Challengers tournament, yesterday we saw Alta knocking out 2Go. We didn't manage to stream that match, but we followed IMX versus Alta, which are very impressive. Some good quality gameplay yesterday. Some really good focus fire from both teams, and I'm very impressed by the performance by IMX yesterday with their focus fire discipline. And for the lower Action Championship, 10JK was knocked out by UX, and we didn't stream any of that. And currently King is in the grand final, and IMX is also in the grand final waiting for the opponent, and I believe Ruby should be up, and we will go in and we will brief the map. And also at the same time, there is a giveaway, and if you want to participate in the giveaway, please fill in the form. The link is in the description and also pinned in the live chat. The rewards for this giveaway again is the same as before: 3 November battle passes. This is Cheras versus DT looking at Faust, and I'm going to activate the video card very soon. Just going to wait for the timer to take into the 3-minute mark. First time I'm streaming DT this season. Great to see them back after like 2 years in the top 8 stage. They were there as Derb. I'm not sure with these players. Maybe some of them were in the, but maybe some of them were in E4D. I don't know. Well, I can't recall. Maybe someone can tell me. But I remember Derb was renamed to DT. But I'm not sure whether most of the core players was still in DT now. Last season they were second in the Lower Echelon Championship, and we streamed them in the 4th RISQ tournament in the summer season. They looked very good too. So I am anticipating a great performance by DT and Cheras. We saw them dispatching LAOS in a spectacular fashion. It appears that kind of chieftain strategy by LAOS is copied over to EU server yesterday in the mouse. So you can see the influence from that strategy, and DT will hope not to replicate that strategy. But I digress. Let's take a look at the maps. We begin with Faust. Very interesting map. I think it's the first time we have Faust in the map pool in a professional tournament. It's kind of cap based. I would say it's a cap based map because you have 4 caps in this map, and you have the C and D cap being on the north side and the east side of the map. There is B cap, which is in the middle, right out in the open. Some clans get B right at the beginning, and they can nap that off from the and get themselves good cap lead. You can also get the A cap from the southwestern corner, but there's only 1 cap there in the southwestern region. So usually when teams go there, I think they are trying to bring it to a brawl, and I don't think they're going to use a cap strat. They're probably going to do more counter attacking rather than a defensive strategy. Well, actually, it's not mutually exclusive. You can counter attack and defend in the same battle. So what I was trying to say is that if teams want to go for a cap-based strategy, they probably will be utilizing the northeastern region, and maybe the B cap as well. So let's take a look at the lineup here. Cheras going for double I7, double MLE Chieftain, T95 E6, a 205B over to DT Dute team. We're going to be seeing a bat chat, an FE215B, triple IS7 and double Type 71. Hello to Patrick, how are you doing? Great to see you in the chat, and hopefully the weather is much better today, so it's good. And hello to High Alpha as well.
Let's go.
Cheras, red team. So far with 0 round wins. No, that is DT. Cheras has 1 round win, so that's good. Cost effective is going to capture C, and Cheras definitely doing a cap-based strategy. They're trying to get the cap lead. We are seeing 7 days taking a hit there, but True also took a hit in the Chieftain. Sung, great shots onto the exploding guy. I think it's a bit of a mistake there. But DT are getting aggressive after chipping away a lot of hit points off Cheras, but they're a little bit tentative. They're waiting for the double Type 71 to do the pincer movement. Cheras needs to do a counter push here to surround these IS7s, and I think they are doing so. This is going to descend into Pandemonium. Exeter is a focus for DT, but Cheras is looking for Amnesia in the IS7, but it's Exeter that gets taken out here. And Eminence is down to a one-shot, but Exploding Guy is also very low. He misses the shots, and Ilya is not the one taking out Eminence, and that's a speed star. And it's 6 versus 6. Cost effectives are a bit low. Slime Monsters also quite low too. True dropping the reactive armor, but I'm not sure if DT would want to go for Chieftain. I think they're going for T95 E6 because he does not have the reactive armor. And he has been ammo-wrecked! Oh! Cost effective is not happy about the ammo-wrecked. Ilya is now out of the fight. 3 versus 6 DT winning this brawl. 7 days is out. True is one shot. Slime Monsters also one shot. So True is out of the fight. True will not be able to kill Slime Monsters obviously. And Speedstar is now a focus for DT. And Anaru gets the kill onto Speedstar, leaving Slime Monster not the last person standing. That's Naruto, the caller of Cheras, I believe. Ravara drops the. Oh, you can't drop the spawn liner. It's not consumable. It's a provision. Naruto has been taken down. A strong start to an important night for DT. 1-0. The push is good. May not be the best push. There is an opportunity for Cheras to counter push and then pincer. Because what DT is trying to do, I think they're waiting on the Type 71 to come in, so that the I7s of DT are kind of trapped in over that ramp for a couple of seconds. And DT's focus fire is good. I mean, Cheras probably not far off, but DT is doing really good in that department. And True might have dropped the reactive armor at the wrong time, I'm afraid. Now, let's take a look. Cheras really need that point. And DT so far leading 1-0. No clan invitation, not sure what you're talking. But hello to Bullet anyway. So we are seeing Cheras taking quadruple 215Bs to T95 E6, double I7, DT. They're going for quadruple I7, T100 LT, the T95 E6, and the VK72. Not common these days to see a player taking a T100 LT. I think that Batchat Young completely replaces T100 LT. I don't know if the T100 LT received a nerf, but I'm interested to see how they play with that T100 LT. But Cheras takes no light tank, which is something that I do not like to say. A lot of the battles this season, the team that does not take a light tank or medium tank loses. So Cheras did not take a light tank last battle. They are not taking a light tank this battle. Last battle they lost. How about this battle? But I think Cheras lineup will mean they will go very aggressive. But otherwise, I think DT will get a cap lead again. Well, not again because Cheras got the cap lead last time. DT will get the cap lead this time. Hopefully they will get A. No one is near A, so they should be able to get a cap lead soon. C has been captured more quickly than Cheras on D. But as Cheras lineup suggests, they are taking 7 heavy tanks. They are going very aggressive. Kanabu might feel the pressure here. Cheras is going immediately to C. They're trying to get C back, but DT Kanabu has rotated out of C, but receives a hit from the exploding guy. It's actually DT that bleeds more than Cheras. So far, DT hasn't been able to do much damage over to Cheras. They have been crossfired while crossing, and now the hit points are in the huge favor of Cheras. But Speedstar also lost a lot of hit points. So this is going to be close, but Cheras still has that hit point pool lead. But Cheras also has better position. Look, DT looking very spread out at the moment. makes it a lot easier for Cheras to focus fire. But Cheras, they are also struggling with the focus fire at this point. I think they're going for Amnesty here. And DT tries to kill Speedstar. Amnesty is now out of the fight. Kanamu has to kill Speedstar. Can he do it? Yes, he does it. And it's now a 6 versus 6. Hit point's still in huge favor of Cheras. And DT, they're looking for the exploding guy next with Cheras. Now looking for Anaru. Anaru is out. Song is also out. Exploding guy is still holding off there. But Naruto is a one-shot. Rah. It's not a one killing Naruto. It's actually 7 days. Rah. Missed a shot onto Ilya. And Sky Monster is out of the fight. The exploding guy is still alive for God knows what reasons. But Cheras with 2 caps and a lot more consolidated formation from them. DT, I think they were just way too spread out. They couldn't. They forced fight in multiple different areas, made it very difficult for them to connect and focus fire. And Cheras was able to focus their shots more effectively. I think this is the way to put it. I think DT just put themselves in a really difficult situation, which they really need to consolidate when it comes to dealing with pushes. I think it's a panic move from DT. Let's put it this way. Rara is now out, and 7 days. Tries to kill Ilya, and that brings the scoreline to 1-1. And we're going to this next battle. And are we going to be seeing a 5th consecutive tiebreaker on the APAC server, the Professionals Tournament? Could be the case. Cost effective. Coming round to take out 7 days. 7 days is no 7-star. You cannot 1v5, so cost effective drops the reactive armor. Doesn't matter, 7 days not killed. Cheras got the cap. With 1000 cap points, they got all the caps, I believe. Hello, Cringe, how you doing? Cringe is in Iron Mix, so he's waiting for their opponent. DT, 7 days, did more than 5k, but I mean, he has done a lot of damage, but the damage spread is very wide. Like a lot of players here did not do more than 1k. The next most effective player is Rara with more than 2k, but you can see the spread of Cheras is a lot smaller. So there are more tanks from Cheras that are more effective in the battle. So that is why, even though 7 days did a lot of damage, it's not as good as a team having a more equal spread and a much higher average damage. So well done to Cheras. Let's take a look at the second map, which will be Hellas. Hellas is a map that lots of comp players hate. It's quite an open map, but the positions you go will be dependent on the strategy you take. Because if you're going for AB, which is the northwestern area, you're more likely going for a cap-based strategy. But if you're going for that C area, the southeastern region, because there's only one cap there, you are probably playing for the map control and also hoping for a brawl to happen. So it can work both ways. Both strategies, I don't think one is more superior than the other. At the end of the day, I think reacting to what the others are doing is the most important. So there is really no best strategy on this map. To be fair, let's see what mode's going to play. None of the teams here are taking a light tank, to my dismay, and I really hope both teams will lose here. Which will not happen, of course, but where is my light tank? Where is my light tank? Cheras, triple 215Es, double IS7, the T110E5 and the T95E6 DT going for double MLUs, achievement 215E double Kran and the VK72. No boost strats here, because this is the professional tournament. They're not going to do that, make that risk. If you have seen the stream yesterday on the EU server, it was Immortals and also Socrates trying to do boost strats, but I think none of them succeeded. So we are seeing DT spotting tanks and Cheras also spotting tanks. I mean, that's obvious. That's a bit redundant in the commentary, to be fair. Exeter tries to capture C, unsuccessful, but doesn't matter. Cheras will get B unopposed. That will give Cheras the cap lead. And there are lots of 215Bs camping in this area, usually taken by a TD in random spots. I'm a bit worried about Naruto and Dexter. Both of them are quite isolated, but are they well supported? That's the other question to answer. Although they could be backed up by the 215B, so if DT wants to make a push, they can, but they need to do it very decisively. Because if they hesitate, they will lose a lot of hit points, and that will render their efficiency in the push much lower. As they are bleeding a lot. Look at the ground bargains. I think they are stuck in a really tough position. And if they keep on losing hit points, yeah, Naruto and Dexter might be isolated, but they're going to lose 1 or 2 tanks from doing that. So Cheras can afford to lose them. DT, they need to do something. They are not in the best positions. Cheras in better positions, and Cheras is simply farming DT here. Cheras with more than 2k hit points of advantage. Exeter tries to capture C. I don't think he needs to do that. It might be a bit too overly ambitious to my liking. Speedster takes another hit. Cheras is just wearing DT down. Anaru is a one-shot exploding guy. Receives a big hit from Anaru, but Anaru has been removed from the battlefield. Exeter is a one-shot. And the hit points are actually a lot closer now. DT has worn Cheras down wonderfully. But then again, Cheras has done a lot of damage over to DT side. I think we're seeing a push coming onto Sunk and also Slime Monster. Amnesty is now out of the fight. Slime Monster's down to a one-shot and will be taken out very quickly. Sunk is trying to go for Speed Star, and Ilya takes out Slime Monster, bringing the scoreline to bringing the numbers to 6 versus 4. Speed Star is a one-shot, and we're seeing a double shot to kill Sunk by cost effective. 6 versus 3 now. It's looking very good for Cheras. They just need to pick up the pieces. DT, I think the hesitation is an issue. Not sure what is in their minds. Again, I think it's probably the nerves that they are struggling here. They are probably very nervous. It's their first top 8 stage in 2 years. So I think it's been a really long time. But then the same goes to when they haven't been in the top 8 for a really long time. So it might not be the best excuse, to be fair. But you can argue that Win got to top 3 before, but not DT. 7 days to last person standing, and the scoreline is now 2-1 in favor of Cheras. I forgot to update the scoreline again. Not the worst battle from Cheras. I think they can do the better with hit points. They shouldn't drop so many hit points in that situation, but it doesn't impede them from winning. I think the bigger issue is DT stuck in positions that got farmed so terribly by Cheras. I think they are caught in the position where they are deciding whether to push or not. In that situation, they can push it. There are isolated tanks of Cheras. The 215Bs are sitting behind. Yes, they can provide crossfire, but it's not very difficult for DT to take out those 2 tanks very quickly, provided that they make a big push at the start. And all, at the same time, Cheras has the cap lead, so DT needs to do something, and they can't really rotate back out of because they could also be shot at by the crossfire. So there is really no simple way for DT other than to push right in at the beginning, capitalizing on Cheras' positioning. But we're going back to Hellas. Hello to Barra and Pookie, and how are you both doing? Cheras, 4 tanks being FE215B, double I7, 1 T125. DT going for double MLE, double Crown, Achievement, an I7 and T100 LT hull symbol. How are you all doing? I think DT, maybe it's still quite new to them. They just need to pick back up the the level they were in 2021, but so far I think it's only the first battle I am the most impressed. I think the last battle really shows their inexperience at this level, but things could change. They're taking a light tank. It's the only light tank on the battlefield, so let's see. DT, blue team, looking for B, and it's going to be Rara that gets cap lead for DT with Cheras, looking for C. Sunk in the MLE, exploding guy, very alone in A, but it will be DT that gets a cap lead here. What will Exeter do? Will he get C? He tries to get C. DT will not have tanks to reset C, but it's not the end of the world. DT has tanks to stop A from being captured. The HE shot did not hit Exeter, it hit his gun. And Exeter is able to cap C with impunity. That means Cheras will be 1 kill away from flipping. And Naruto is going quite aggressive. Maybe he is trying to put shots on the song, but he doesn't want to overpeak. And Naruto takes 1. And 7 Days also takes 1 from Speed Star. He's going to pull back for now. Aminasa is holding. 7 Days takes another hit. So DT needs to stop dropping hit points because they have the cap lead, but they do not have the hit point pool lead. Cheras, if they keep on this momentum, I think they won't have a lot of trouble pushing. So Speedstar and Dexter are in a bit of trouble. Oh, Kanamu in this position, dropping the speed boost now, hoping to take out Speedstar alongside Anaru. I think DT is trying to make a push here, which could be a good idea. They need to commit to that. Anaru is not pushing because he has fewer hit points. So Speedstar is down to a 2-shot, and Anaru takes out Speedstar. Great kill onto Speedstar, but Anaru will be taken out by Exeter soon. He drops the Thompson shell. Anaru hopes to get out bounce, but he couldn't. Anaru is out. Cheras, on the other hand, has pushed onto A, and they are trying to take out Song. It's all about focus fire for DT, and cost effective drops the reactor valve at the right time, but he's on fire. Gets taken out by Aminasa. Song tries to survive, but he could not now. And we're seeing DT try to take out Naruto. 7 Days very low. Rara tries to take out Exeter. Slime Monster, 7 Days are both out of the fight. Good shot to Exeter. Kanamu tries for a shot onto Naruto. Aminus is not going to last for long. The hit points are still in favor of Cheras and also the numbers as well. Kanamu hopes to take out Naruto, and it will be Rara that kills Exeter, and Kanamu will take out Exeter, and that brings the numbers to 2 versus 3. Cap points are in favor of Cheras, but both of the teams only have 1 cap. Now DT will try and get Ilya out of the way, and this is what Rara is doing in the light time. Good shot, and I believe Rara will have to carry the team. And will DT go for say? I think this is one of the ways to win this match. Kanamu tries to run away, but bumps into the the wall. But of course, DT needs a B will be captured by Cheras, and that will further extend the cap lead. True tries to put a shot onto Kanabu, but it's unsuccessful. Kanabu goes in just in time, and let's take a look at Rara. Unable to put a shot to True. Kanabu's getting chased by 2 tanks. Kanabu will be taken out very quickly. And all Rara can do here is to stay alive, but even then, they don't have the cap lead. And this battle will go to Cheras, and Rara, unfortunately, can't do much. Not the worst battle from DT. It's a good idea to make a push onto the 2 tanks of Cheras there. I think the issue, they're losing a little bit too many hit points on the defense, and I think there is a little bit lack of coordination near A, which meant that Cheras was able to dominate their side a lot more easily, and I think DT are trying to work hard, but unfortunately, I think they are still struggling at this level, and I really hope the next battle we are going to see a much better DT. But again, once again, it's still quite new to them. They only managed to get top 8 in 2021, where they finished in the 7th place or the 8th place, if I remember correctly. So I'm just going to hope, but I'm really happy that DT are working really hard here, and I'm very sure playing the professional tournament this season will give them invaluable experience coming to the following seasons, and I really hope they will make use of the matches in the professional tournament to improve their gameplay and strategies. Yes, I'm going to announce the winners at the end of the stream. Match point to Cheras and DT are on the verge of being knocked out by Cheras probably, but Cheras would take quadruple 215Bs, double VK72, and an IS-7. And match point to Cheras. Cheras only needs to win 1 more, and that will put them on 2 round wins and in a really comfortable position come in the top 6. But then there are 2 more rounds to go, and they really need to do well in the last 2 rounds to Cheras.
Let's go.
The more experienced team here, although they weren't in the professional tournament since the winter season, isn't it? They were here as Riri. And if you remember 2022, isn't it? Or is it 2021? NQRY. They actually played really well in the professional tournament. So let's take a look here. B will be captured by Cheras. DT will capture C. Who will get the cap first? It will be DT. But at the same time, Exeter drops into D. DT is not there to reset D, and they are going for A instead. That will give Cheras a cap lead, and DT will be forced to rotate. Sunk has been spotted by Cheras forces, and great shot from True onto Sunk. A has been captured. That will give DT the cap lead, not the cap lead, but just 1 kill away from flipping. Really not much is happening. That's why there is silence in the commentary. Because both teams 2 caps, and the cap points, the rate of increase is 6 cap points per 2 seconds of increase for both teams. Do the maths for me. That's about a minute and 20 seconds more to go, or thereabouts. A minute and a half, let's put it this way. So still a lot of time for DT to work out the positions of Cheras. But Cheras has a lot of tanks, the 215Bs, that could drop the reactive armor, but I think they are now making a call. Is this push a bit too early? I don't know. They haven't worn Cheras down. This will be a really, really rough push. DT trying to chase down Ilya, but Ilya hasn't dropped any hit points. And, oh, drops one now. The exploding guy also lost some hit points. Cheras is now making a counter push. Very audacious move. It could work really well. They're committing to this move. Exeter is looking for Amnesty, and True and Cost Effective are both looking at Amnesty too. Slime and Anaru tries to focus onto Exeter. Exeter does not have the reactive armor, but has his tungsten shell, and he uses that tungsten shell to kill off Amnesty. On the other hand, DT making a counter push near C. They're trying to take out Exploding Guy, but it doesn't seem that the core is heeded by the teammates. So DT are looking quite chaotic at the moment, and Cheras is looking a lot more consolidated. Cheras is looking to take out a Slime Monster, and Sung is going to be taken out by Speed Star. And it's now a 7 versus 5. Exploding Guy is a one-shot. Naruto is also a one-shot. Good shot from Naruto onto Rara. And it has descended into Batnum. A Slime Monster has been taken out by Cost Effective. And we're seeing 7 days. The focus for Cheras next, and DT. I think their calls are a little bit all over the place. Doesn't seem like I'm not sure if they have given up, but I don't think they have given up. I think they are struggling with the focus fire here. They're struggling to pick up the targets, and that push came in a bit too early. They haven't really chip away the hit points of Cheras before that push, which makes it a very difficult push for them to pull off. Thank you. There is a big fan in the Cheras team. Scoreline is 4-1 DT. Very close in being knocked out, and we will see if there are results from other fixtures. Hopefully DT, they will learn from the matches and the professional tournaments. There is a lot to improve, but I really hope that you can come back next season stronger. Maybe not in the professional tournament, maybe back in the challengers, and we can maybe see a much improved DT. And I believe you can do it. They just have to train a lot. I mean, I think the caller got quite nervous today in making calls and coordinating the focus fire. Especially the last battle, DT were all over the place. And I followed DT last season a bit in the 4th RISQ tournaments. They looked a lot more concentrated and focused. I think they're just lacking this. They're just a bit too nervous. Too nervous. The first battle was good, but they kind of fell apart after that. So really hope they can improve in the next couple of seasons. And our first fixture without a tiebreaker. So let's see the results from other fixtures. Someone asked why the VK72 has been used a lot. It's because of the tungsten shell. And you know that VK72 has a really high alpha gun, so the boost in damage from the tungsten shell is quite a lot. That will really help with the DPM. And I believe the armor is kind of similar, although you need to be a little bit more careful with VK72 with the turret, because you can over angle your turret quite easily and get shots from the cheeks. So I think this is one of the main reasons why teams use the VK72 instead, because of the tungsten shell. So we have results. We are now waiting on ID versus ICT. RN has won 4-1 against Laos, and RISQ 4-0 against GB. Oh wow, that was a huge result there. ID versus ICT. Still going on. If we are seeing ICT winning against ID, then RISQ versus ID is going to be important, because if ID does not win, then they could be in trouble of dropping out top 2. Alright, with the results, with Cheras winning DT, Cheras will now be in the 5th place, Laos in the 6th place. However, if ICT wins, then ICT will be back in the top 6, sending Laos out of top 6. Yeah, maybe, yeah. The VK90, there's no reactive armor in the VK90 as far as I'm aware. I'm just gonna double check. I have the VK90 in the garage, and we do not have the reactive armor in the VK90. And there are no keys for this stream, Fringe. No keys for you, I'm afraid. And I hope you will win a battle pass, but we will see if that's the case. Alright, let's also take a look at the results for the Challengers and Lower Archer Championship. Challengers tournament. Elites have knocked out Alter 4-0. Huge result there. I'm not expecting that. I was expecting a lot closer score line. So well done to Elites. Let's take a look at the results for the Lower Archer Championship. UX is now in the grand final, knocking out YKZ 4-0. Today is not a day for tiebreakers, I'm afraid. So that means Barbox is doing very well so far, except the incorrect guess of GB versus RISQ. I mean, so far there is an incorrect result, but Barbox got Elites and UX win correct. So we're just waiting for ID versus ICT. Let's go back to the lounge and. If you cannot access the form, you should be able to access the form. I am receiving entries, of course. You definitely cannot download the form, but you should be able to access it and submit the form. Hello, Golden Apple. How are you doing? The form link is in the description. You don't need to download that form. You just need to fill in the blanks and click submit, and the form and I will receive an entry from you. Okay, so this is how you do it. You don't download the form. You just fill in the form and submit the completed form, basically. All right. We're still waiting for the result, and ICT allegedly has the easiest final 2 games, so it looks very likely that ICT will get top 6, in my opinion. So while we wait, we're going to play a game. VK90 then. Let's do this. Have I not updated? Yeah. I've already said hello to you, Simo, so hello again. Oh, hello, Alter. Sorry about the elimination earlier. I hope you can hear me in this battle. Please do. Nope. Feeling a bit useless here. I'm a bit worried if they will push us. But hopefully I can force an issue. No. No, I can't really. This is going to be a really tough angle.
One of our tracks is damaged.
No.
Enemy armor is damaged.
No, I'm not. I'm going to die.
Penetration.
No, I won't. It's just difficult. I don't think we had the right tanks for this battle. Yeah, that was not. That's not going to work. I don't think that will work. Hopefully, I don't lose credits and shells. Hopefully, I will earn something. I don't know. All right. Well, that was a bit depressing. Let's take a look whether we will have results for ID versus ICT. Oh, I think we do. Sure. I think we do. I'm just going to exit the tournament, the battle. And ID has won 4-3 against ICT. A tiebreaker. If I streamed that, then it would be been amazing. But as it stands, it does look like ID and RISQ have qualified. They haven't lost a single round so far. And next up is RISQ versus ID. So whoever wins this one will qualify directly to the Blitz Stellar Cup. ID versus RN is the last fixture. RISQ has won against RN before, and RISQ also won against GV earlier. So if RISQ lose to ID in the next fixture, then both ID and RISQ will qualify as the top 2 in the Blitz Stellar Cup, no matter the result of RN and GV. And that could mean that RN, GV, Cheras, and LAOS could all be playing in the playoff. So it does appear that RISQ vs ID, doesn't really matter a lot. And it will all depend on the very last match, RN versus ID. Because if ID lose and RN win the very last fixture, then RN will overtake ID in the top 2. But if ID win against RISQ, then ID and RISQ are both in the top 2, qualifying to the Blitz Stellar Cup no matter what happens. Alright, so that's it out of the way, and I'm going to give you the new odds. Again, to get the form, the link is in the pinned in the live chat, and oh, why is it black screen? Oh, that doesn't look good. Well, it's still connected nicely. I don't know why it's a black screen. I think it's just a connection for my touch device. Anyway. Oh, there we go. The stream is back. Okay, so don't know what happened there. Connection. It's now working. There are some really audacious predictions from Mapbox, to be fair. No, sometimes the audacious predictions are correct, but I don't know if I believe you this time. But there are lots of all of the upcoming upcoming matches are all predicted to go to a tiebreaker. I don't know. Please let me know if the stream is running properly, because it doesn't seem to work at all from my end. Like has trouble connecting, but maybe it's just only the device I'm using. All right, let's take a let's take a look at the odds for the next set of games. Very wild predictions from Mapbox, predicting DT to win, RN to win, Cheras to win ICT. Okay, this is a really bold prediction. I'm not sure if this is the way to go. And then there is ID predicted to win against RISQ, but then don't forget ICT lost to LAOS before, so you never know whether Cheras could win. But that performance from against DT, I think they could potentially stand a chance, but I don't think it's their best performance so far. I do think their games against LAOS are even better. For the challengers to be grand final, IMX 5-4. Oh, that not something I know actually. The boy, I was just told that I will be giving giveaways, doing giveaways of battle passes, but not exactly which kind. I think. Came to win UX 5-4, so the grand finals are all predicted to go to a tiebreaker. Extraordinary stuff. So. Room should be up in around 12 minutes. Again, it's 4 minutes past, not 10 minutes past. So, but it's stated correctly very quickly. I'm just going to upload the results. So currently looking at the leaderboard, ID and RISQ are tied in the first place with 5 round wins. RN in the third place with more superior number of battle wins in the third place. Fill it and submit the form, and you have entered the giveaway. Okay, and you will have entered the giveaway. GV in the 4th place, Cheras in the 5th place, LAOS in the 6th place, ICT in 7th, and DT sitting in the last place. Unfortunately, with no round wins and only 3 battle wins. Next up is RISQ versus ID, a match that could send both teams to top 2 or only one, whether RISQ can win against ID and put ID to the very last day, hoping that ID could win against RN and not qualify through the playoff. That's what we are following next. Okay, so in about 11 minutes, we will do that. The maps are Normandy, Desert Sands, Vineyards, and Middelburg. I'm going to update the map cards. And I will restart the YouTube application from my tablet. Alright, so please bear with me while I do that. Hopefully it doesn't come up with an error. It's back. Hopefully it doesn't switch off by itself. We still have 9 minutes left to go. I'm going to play a game. Wait.
Let's go.
Oops, spotted. But where are the rest of the tanks?
Crack hit.
There is one there. Oh.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit.
Well. Is there another one? Well, that's kill for us first. Yeah, I have to keep track of the time.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah, that ammo is aiming at me. This is quite a defensive game. Bit worried that all 7 minutes will be used, but we are gradually pressing, which is amazing. But can the Leopard 1 survive? No. Come on.
We've damaged them.
No. No.
Got him.
What the heck? Was that a blind? Well, that was a blind fire. The sentry. The object 907 is the one I'm more concerned about, which has been neutralized. This rate I'm going to get a mastery, but I don't know. I'm just hoping I'm not going to miss a tournament match. There you go. Yeah, just picking up pieces now. We're not going to use another like.
Enemy armor is hit.
3 minutes dealing with these TDs. Is that an AFK? Yeah, I'm sorry. I will farm you. So sorry about that.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I can't really shoot that. No. Well, got it. We got it. Room should be up now. 4. Oh, someone did more damage than me. But I did a lot of damage in that VK, so got some credits. In the room. RISQ versus Team ID. The match that could decide who will qualify. At least one of them will qualify. Will it be 1 or will it be 2? Let's see. RISQ. We'll take the following tanks, but before we do that, let's take a look at the map. First up, we have Normandy, also known as Normandy, is because it could get quite campy and 4 7 minutes could potentially be used. This is because there are 4 caps in this map, and B is very hard to get. A, you can get it. I think all attention will be on A, but teams will put tanks in position to reset A. C and D can be obtained quite quickly at the start of the fight. And then it becomes 3 cap points for 2 seconds of increase for both teams. And if both teams are playing this one very passively, then we could wait for a really long time. That rate of increase will not be enough to put a team over 1,000 cap points. Contrarily, it could descend into a brawl fest, a lot of brawling. It will depend on where you want to brawl. You can see brawl near AB, can also happen near CD. It really depends on the situation. The tanks that the defending team put will greatly affect where the push will occur. So, going back to Normandy, let's take a look at the lineup. RISQ will take double VK72, double I7, double Bad Chat, and a Chieftain. Over to ID, we are seeing double 205B, double I7, double Chieftain, and VK72. Good that the YouTube player is working fine again. It was not working at all during the lounge session. But are we going to be seeing a tiebreaker? We'll find out soon. Rose AFK, also known as dripping with fitness. I think fitness. So this is the name of Rose AFK. Dripping with finesse. I think this is Rose AFK, and this is why he's not streaming the professional tournament. Maybe I got that wrong. Maybe that's not him. Let's see. RISQ red team from the south spawn going mostly to C and D. ID will send most of the tanks to the middle side, so the caps will go in favor of RISQ at the start, as they are taking double back chance to take that cap. ID will have two IS7s going for A, and C will be captured by RISQ at the beginning, and that will give RISQ the cap lead. X4 dropped into A. ID are going for a big push at the start. Lisa is actually very isolated, so this push could work, but big cross shots onto X4, meaning Lisa will be allowed to survive for another day, as RISQ has put themselves in a really good position. This is a good trap laid out by RISQ. ID have lost so many points trying to take out Lisa. The bad chats have put some really good clips onto the IS7s as well. Hit points in huge favor of RISQ, and RISQ might try to reorganize, and maybe they will make a push, because they are in a good position to push into those IS7s. The IS7s actually from ID are kind of isolated, and ID are quite spread out as well. So with RISQ bleeding better than ID, Smut Potato bounces the shot, drops the Hunter Shell and Adrenaline. A little bit of a mistake from RISQ with these IS7 Smut Potatoes down to one shot. Zonk takes a double tap. Lisa looking to kill Zonk out of the way. It is the case. It's now a 656, but a bit of a mistake from RISQ might allow ID to make a comeback here. RISQ needs to consolidate. They are looking a lot more spread out this time. ID already reorganized, but they don't have the hit point pool lead. But RISQ, they're going to rely on Bifrost to do the pincer movement. Lisa is tasked to stay alive as long as she could. Bifrost drops the reactive armor, and RISQ are gradually cleaning the backside of ID. They are now looking for Pasha, Sugar Mook, and the bad chats. Pasha is now very low, down to 525 hit points. And it's actually Sugar killing off X4. Very dominant performance by RISQ. RISQ has now made a comeback. They had a really shaky start to the autumn season, but now they're back. They're looking like a contender. They are definitely hoping to win the season after losing the last season to RN. This is a winner's performance. US tankers at home laid out a good trap strategy for ID to fall into. And then, although the I7s had made some individual mistakes, allowing ID to have room to come back, but then RISQ quickly addressed that issue, and Bifrost in the Chieftain alongside Shigemugu made a really good push from the backside of the ID, and ID were left with little. ID might have been a little bit too slow. I think maybe a bit of cold feet, but it's a really strong performance by RISQ. 1-0 in favor of RISQ, and we're going to the second battle. If RISQ continue to play like this, I think it could go very, very far this season. Good afternoon, Ned. And hello, Dookie. Great to see you here for the first time. Hello, Fawad, Alvin, Florielica, and Yumi, and Muhammad. Norcam Day. RISQ going for double bat chats, double IS7s, a Crown, a VK72, and a Chieftain. ID going for double VK72, triple 215Bs, a Bashation, and dripping with finesse in the IS7. So far, so good for RISQ, 1-0. But if ID wins, both teams will be through, no matter what happens tomorrow. But it's looking like ID will have to win against RN on the very, very last day. Let's take a look. RISQ doing very well with the double bat chat strategy. Can they continue this dominant performance? I always say dominant performance. I just need another word for dominant. Domineering could be another word, but it's a bit negative, to be fair. So let's take a look at Shigemugu going in for D. And RISQ will get a cap lead with ID trying to go for save, but at a later time. That will give RISQ the cap lead. And Monk is there to reset A, going into this bush. It's going to be hard to get A. I'm afraid it's going to get very campy here. None of these teams are looking for a push. An ID with an inherent hit point pool advantage as they take one fewer bad chats, and RISQ. Are they going to sit this one out? They can. They technically can with the cap lead they possess. But ID, when will they push? I'm still going to say hello. Have I ended the poll? I don't think so. I will end the poll now. Cheras definitely won. I'm just going to start the poll. Which clan will win? Is it ID or is it RISQ? As you see, as the screen froze for a moment, nothing changed. Really. Hello Optimus, how are you doing? So I'm going to tell you a bit about well, actually, while we wait for any action to happen, there is a giveaway happening. 3 battle passes will be given away there for November. So to enter the giveaway, you need to fill in the form. The link is pinned in the description, in the live chat, and it's also in the description. You don't need to download the form and submit a new form to me. You just need to enter you need to fill in the blanks and just click submit, and you will have entered the giveaway. And the winners of this giveaway will be announced at the end of the stream as I do the Wheel of Fortune. So this is how you enter the giveaway. There are multiple opportunities for you to enter the giveaway. There is a giveaway tomorrow, also giving away 3 battle passes, and there is a giveaway tonight on the EU server. So yeah, while we wait for any action here, again, currently RISQ and ID have 5 round wins in the first place, occupying the top 2 spots. Current situation dictates that ID and RISQ will both qualify to the Blitz Cup if ID wins. However, if RISQ wins against ID, it all boils down to the very last day, as ID will play against RN, whereby RN can qualify directly if they win against ID. So pressure is higher on ID to win against RISQ. RISQ does not really have that pressure. They are pretty much set to qualify to the Blitz Cup unless they totally messed up the very last round. So this is why I haven't announced them to have all. Well, actually, they are now through. They are actually all through. I think only GB and also RN are in 3 cap points whereby our RISQ have already won both of these teams. So RISQ are already through. The first team through to the Blitz Cup. And now finally some action. ID is pushing in, trying to take out RISQ tanks, but dripping with finesse. Has taken all hits, but Bifrost, oh my god. He's so isolated. ID will try to take out Bifrost, but dripping with finesse is also very low, down to 1 shot. RISQ can afford to lose Bifrost, as ID's dripping with finesse will be taken out in no time. But the hit points are in huge favor of ID, as dripping with finesse is down. ID have captured both C and D and looking for B as well. Nitroglycerin is very low, and RISQ, they really need to bleed a lot better. They tried to do so, but ideas are bleeding RISQ in everywhere. Zong gets tracked, drops the reactive armor, but it does seem like ID has stopped, allowing RISQ to recover, and it's now a 6 versus 5. But ID are on a huge advantage with the caps. Sugar Mugu is dead. Zong is dead. Monk tries to take out Smurf Potato. It's now a 5 versus 4. F-Sim is coming in to support the team, trying to take out Campon. Campon's now out, and it's now a 4 versus 3. But time is running out for RISQ. They need the caps. They really need the caps. Pookie's not going to last for long. Pasha and X4 will try to take out Pookie. Lisa tries to take out Monk. Monk is fully reloaded. F-Sim tries to capture C. Smurf Potato is also a 1-shot. Monk takes a big shot from Smurf Potato, but Lisa will take out Monk. It's 2 versus 2 now. ID with 900 cap points. F-Silver will drive to B. Will Lisa survive this? X4 is still full health. Lisa tries to put a shot, but I think she should stay safe. No, she's going to go past, but I don't think she's going to escape a shot from X4. F-Silver, on the other hand, tries to push shots onto Pasha. I don't think the clip will be enough to kill Pasha, and time is running out. Lisa has to be taken out. ID gets the win in the second battle. Okay, so I've done a lot of housekeeping during the fight of RISQ versus ID. But it appears that ID won in the end. I think RISQ paid too little attention to the caps, allowing ID to get B, which is a grave mistake. ID stopped in the push, almost lost that initial advantage with the hit points. RISQ trying their best to get the focus fire in, but the caps are the main difference here. ID getting B, C, and D, putting RISQ in a really grave situation. So that puts F-Silver in a really tough position, whether to get the kills or capture the bases. So we're now 1-all. We are now at 1-all. Once again, RISQ has already qualified to the Blitz Cup, the first team to do so in all 3 servers. We will see whether ID will win, and if they do, ID will become the second team to qualify to the Blitz Cup. And for the very last day, it will really depend on which teams will qualify to the playoffs. So far, Cheras are in the are in the running with 2 round wins, and DT are in danger of being knocked out. We'll now go to Desert Sands. Let's look at the map. Desert Sands can get quite brawly over to the desert side, but then we do see some cap strategies from time to time. Personally, I think it's very difficult for you to defend the city side, but if you have a cap lead over to the desert side, it's a completely different situation, because you have to go right out in the open, getting spotted at a quite far position. But pushing into the city is difficult. The buildings will block your lines of sight, meaning you have to basically work extremely hard to get a good to defend potentially a 2 front or even 3 front push from the rotating team. Looking at F Silver in the back chat, spotting rename user entire claim to. Oh my god, no way! Rename user down to a 1-shot, crossing to the tracks. Good night, rename user. Already a lead for RISQ. Great job to RISQ. So sorry to rename user, has been airlifted back to the garage. Probably really from that immediate kill at the start of the fight. This has shell-shocked ID as RISQ has continued to push through, and they're now trying to take out Pasha. Look at RISQ feeling very ferocious in this battle. Smut potatoes out, Pasha is out. What a great push from RISQ. 6 versus 4 or 5. ID left with little to respond to. Already 3 tanks out for ID within a span of like a minute into the fight. RISQ is now looking for X4. He's now down to 779. Pookie is out. Taken out by ID. Hit points actually much closer than I thought. But X4 is out. It's now a 5 versus 3. F Silver in the back chat. Oh no. Monk is looking for F Silver. He is going to run away. B Frost is a 1-shot. Will ID make a comeback? ID has the cap still, so there's a chance. A big shot to the backside onto nitroglycerin. Campon, good shot onto nitroglycerin, but there is an HE splash coming to Campon, but Monk could potentially take out absolutely both of the bad shots on the drum reload. Nitroglycerin is out. B Frost is still alive. Good shot onto Campon. Hit points in huge favor to RISQ now, but Monk can kill F Silver and things could change rapidly, to be fair. Monk takes out F Silver now. Can ID make a comeback here? Zonk misses the shot. Lisa will take out Zonk, and Campon will try to put a shot onto Lisa, but Sugar Mugu will try to get B. But will Sugar Mugu get a shot onto Campon? It will be Lisa getting the kill onto Campon. Now it's 2 versus 1. 2 heavy tanks against a Bachat. But RISQ will get C sooner or later. But ID also has a lot of cap points at hand. Lisa will chase down Monk. And whether Lisa can win this 1v1 fight, I think she could win this fight easily. You never know. Lisa spotted Monk. Now tries to aim the shot to Monk. It's a miss. It's understandable because she's literally aiming that gun she literally shooting point blank. So no. What I was trying to say is that she does not even have any time to aim. Alright, that's what I was trying to say. Yes. But we won't be able to take out Sugar and Mugu. Now RISQ has all 3 caps. Big shot onto Monk. Good shot onto the side arm of Sugar Mugu. Bounces the next shell. Good ram onto Monk by Sugar Mugu. Maybe Sugar Mugu can kill Monk with an HE shell. But I don't think he did use the HE shell. It's a great victory by RISQ. A bit of a tight fight at the end. Monk could be the difference in this one. But Sugar Mugu rammed a little bit. doing a kiss onto Monk, and that kiss is a poisonous kiss. With another shot, just shoots Monk out of misery. Great kill onto rename user at the start. Good night to rename user. Scoreline is 2-1 in favor of RISQ. Now RISQ, buoyed by that performance, but ID are not far behind. They were unfortunate to already be down by 1 gun, but Monk could be the main difference in the next battle. Looking at the lineups from both teams, RISQ could take quintuple IS7s. No, they're going to be taking triple IS7s. No, quintuple IS7s, triple IS7s, quintuple IS7s. About Chatillon and Lisa in the FV215B. On the other hand, ID are looking for quadruple 215Bs, looking for the reactive armor to hopefully to get the hit bomb pool lead in the brawl. Double VK72 and a Monk in the bat chat. Pookie is now taking the mouse. So no quintuple IS7s from RISQ.
Let's go.
Alright, looking at F Silver trying to spot Monk. And oh, it's a spot. Monk tries to spot as well. Spotted nothing. It's going to be a 1v1 potentially. Monk has the advantage with a shot into F Silver. Another shot from Monk onto F Silver. I think this is not the start that F Silver wants. F Silver is flopping a little bit, but Monk is going to find F Silver. Monk, if he can get F Silver out of the way, that's good, but he does not want to get too careless because he doesn't know whether most of RISQ tanks are on the others are sitting in the spot, but they do now. F Silver is going to be a goner, so RISQ will need to do something on the other side. They're pushing in onto the VK72, knowing that F Silver is not going to survive for long. They're perma-tracking Pashta. Amazing stuff, but at the same time, Spectator is very, very low. RISQ is actually on a back foot here. Bifrost takes out Pashta, and it's now a 5-56. Hit was in favor of ID, guns in favor of ID. RISQ hoping to take out another tank. I don't think they can. ID are in the right positions to shut down the IS-7s if they ever cross. So RISQ, they're in deep trouble. They're also very, very spread out. So ID just need to consolidate, potentially a push, potentially onto RISQ spawn, and they should be able to take out Lisa and Pookie very quickly. But Monk's down to 1 shot. If ID lose that bat chat, that's going to spell disaster for them. Lisa's chasing down Monk, killing Monk. As a result, this could be the turning point of this fight. ID now looking to take out Lisa tracks Lisa, but on the other hand, RISQ now trying to take out X4 in trouble, and Nitroglycerin's also in a bit of a tough situation. Rename user is now out. X4 is out. Oh dear, how did ID fluff this one? Now it's a 4-3. Zonk looks for the bait one onto Nitroglycerin, but ID had all the right, has all the advantage after killing 2 tanks at the beginning. Zonk's down to 1 shot. Nitroglycerin is out. It's now a 3-3. Zonk is out of the way. Huge hit pool advantage in favor of RISQ. How did ID throw this one away? This is $1 million question. They just have to stay defensive, wear risk down. For some reason, they lost. For some reasons, is it Monk lost so many hit points in that in that back chat. Now Sugar and Mugu will go for Campon. Beavers will go for dripping with finesse. Good cross shot onto Sugar and Mugu, but I don't think that will go. That's going to save save ID from this loss. Bringing the scorelines 3-1 in favor of Risk. ID are in danger of falling out of top 2. Risk could potentially have 6 round wins. Definitely safe coming to tomorrow. Campon, 1 shot. Good shot onto Sugar Mugu. Sugar Mugu misses the shot. Beefros coming in. Can Campon carry this fight? No, he can't. 3-1 is the scoreline. Five times to more 2k for Risk and 4 times to more 2k for Team ID. I'm not sure if the comment about the internet lag is for the stream, but if you're talking about paying it, it's something that I can't fix because I'm not in Asia, so this is why the ping is very high. But YouTube has been struggling a little bit with the connection today. On my device, I have to reset the device a couple of times so that the stream does not lag. But for me, it looks quite good. So maybe it's your end, I don't know. Let's take a look at Vineyards now. Vineyards is a map that is a map. Why am I saying this? Very open, very brawly as well. A bit similar to Desert Sands, but the city area is even smaller. So it will all depend on good focus fire and hip hop push sharing as such. A Risk. This team has been around for quite some time. Has got a lot of title wins in season title wins in their belt. Obviously, they're tipped to win this one, and we are seeing Risk coming back in full force. Really strong performance against ID so far, so ID will have to be really terrified about Risk's form tonight. But this is going to matter a lot because ID, if they lose against Risk in this battle, the scoreline will be 4-1 in favor of Risk, but then RN could knock ID out of top 2. Will that happen tomorrow? I probably will put my name down to follow that stream, to follow that match. But ID has a substantial hip on pool lead because Risk has taken double TDs, double back chats. Would this strategy work? Let's find out now. And hello to Agile Hippo. And let's take a look at Sugar Mugu in the back chat. Trying to get the spots. Probably done the homework about resetting A. There we go. It's the 3rd time. No, he's not going for that position. He's going for a completely new position. No. They're going for a similar position. Double tap onto Monk. Monk knows that he will die if he does not run away from A quickly enough. So that gives Risk the B cap. That will give Risk the cap lead. And ID have already lost a lot of hit points with Monk in the back chat. It's ID that needs to make a rotation, not Risk. But will ID show us how to make a good rotation? And all you need to do at this point, because Risk only has a cap. They only have 5 cap points per 2 seconds of increase to the max already. It's just teams usually push at around the 800 cap point mark. So a lot of time, 450 cap points thereabouts for ID to wait for. And that's almost 3 minutes for ID to bleed Risk. But so far Risk is doing better in the bleeding. Smart Potato in the really good position. I am a bit worried about ID. Can they pull this off? ID, can they work their position? to bleed RISQ. RISQ is not allowing any mistakes from their end. But Smack Potato takes one from Mo, takes two, takes three. ID is keeping it up now. RISQ does not want to lose this advantage with the hit points and caps. Still a lot of time left. We're talking about 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. And ID. Shots have abated, but we're seeing Campbell taking a lot of hits in that bush due to F Silver in that back chat. RISQ doing really well in the bleeding. And Smack Potato relocating, potentially able to put a shot onto Dripping with Finesse. It's a bit difficult now. Oh, takes one from Campbell, trapped! Dripping with Finesse, misses the shot, Zonk bounces. ID, they lost some more hit points. I couldn't catch on which player is that. Which player that is, but Lisa in the middle. RISQ is sitting behind. They have the lead. They are just waiting for a push from ID. But with ID having a lot of hit points lost, this is going to be very difficult. Very difficult. F Silver tries to run away. Maybe there will be an ammo rack somewhere, but hopefully not to the side of ID. Zonk is spotted. F Silver maybe line up a shot to Zonk, but he does not want to expose his position. Because if you shoot, your camo rating will decrease by a lot in that light tank. But shots been fired onto Campbell. Campbell getting farmed by the bad chance. Gets tracked. Gets shot again. Shigemuga looking to kill Campon, but Campon fixes his track just in time to avoid a kill shot from Shigemuga. Now ID's down by more than 1k. Dripping with Finesse is down. The first tank out in this battle. RISQ with more than 800 cap points. ID needs to make a move now. Elisa is a one shot. Maybe there is a chance for ID. Can they get the kills just in time? But they don't have a cap. This is going to be extremely tough. Elisa is now down. Hit points in huge favor of RISQ. And cap points now very low as well. Zonk tries to push onto Smack Potato, but looking at F Silver. Pushing in the back chat. Only need one more shot to kill Zonk, but Zonk drops the reactor bomb, but that doesn't help at all. It's now a 6 versus 4. As Rhythm User is killed. X4 is the focus for RISQ, but it doesn't matter. Campon has been taken out. RISQ wins by cap points. ID will lose 1-4 to RISQ, meaning they are not through to the Blitzstellar Cup yet. RISQ 4-1 officially through to the Blitzstellar Cup, mathematically as well. So tomorrow is going to be a rest day for them. Technically, they just need to show up and train whatever strats they need to use. But they are our first team on the APAC server, actually across all 3 servers, to be through to the Blitzstellar Cup. And we will find out tomorrow which whether our end is going to be the one qualifying. As we all know, ID beat GV. All right, let's see if we have results for the professional split. We do. Oh, RL lost. RL lost to GV. And Laos won against DT 4-0, which means DT are officially out of running because they can only win one more. ICT are still playing against Cheras, and if Cheras wins against ICT, then ICT will also be out of running. Laos with 2 round wins. If ICT wins, then things get quite complicated. It all boils down to tomorrow. We'll have to do some maps about that. But because GV won against RN, that means ID will be the second team through to the Blitz Stellar Cup. So whatever happens tomorrow, RN winning ID will not be enough to send RN directly to the Blitz Stellar Cup. They have to qualify through the playoff. So that means I will take my name down for ID versus RN because tomorrow that game will not matter. ID are through. Even if ID lose to RN, our ID will still qualify with better head-to-head record as ID won against GB. We streamed that on the first day, 4-3 against GB. So all depends on Cheras versus ICT now. If that result also comes in favor of Cheras, then tomorrow, then we will have our top 2 and our 4 teams to the playoffs settled. More than 50 people watching. Thank you so much. Hopefully we have a similar viewership tonight on the EU server. Let's also take a look at the results for the Challengers tournament and the Lower Echelon Championship. Do we have the result? Still going on. IMX are still playing against Elites. So let's check the Lower Echelon Championship. It was a great win by RISQ. I agree with you, Vawad. Going back to the lounge. Kang are still playing against UX, so probably it will take a while for win to be registered because yeah, it's a 4-1 win, very quick wins from RISQ as well. So that means Madbox have got 3 outcomes wrong in the professionals tournament. A humbling moment for Madbox in the professional tournament today. Cheras still playing against ICT. All right, I will play on the EU server as we wait for the results for Cheras versus ICT and also the grand finals of the Challengers and the Lower Echelon Championship. So I will keep the form open until 45 past, which is not long from well, let's not say 45 past. It's a bit too close after the stream delay. Let's say 50 minutes past, and I'll close the form and we will begin the draw. Let me see what oh, I cannot do more missions now. Okay, I'll play some light tanks as we wait.
Let's get this show on the road. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration.
Right. It's going well so far. I'm being spotted. Going to flank with the Cow Panzer. Hopefully get a good HE shot to the backside of the AMS. No. Great kill. Thank you. Can focus my shot.
We've damaged them.
Oh my god, I think we can win. We should win.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Gotcha.
There we go. Oh yeah, hello. Taste my HE shot. What the hell?
Fire night.
Oh my god, that was a bounce.
We've damaged them.
Ah, what? That was not something I expect.
Penetration. Enemy armor is hit.
Hmm.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Bye bye. No mastery, I think. Well, I would love to have a mastery badge. I don't have a mastery badge in the Sheridan. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, I don't know how many first class I've got in Sheridan. But thank you for the thumbs up. That was a great start. So let's see if we have results already. Oh, we have results in the lower bracket, lower echelon championship. King 5-0 against UX. I think it's their first time winning the lower echelon championship. So huge congratulations to King. You earned it. And let's take a look at the challengers tournament. Let's see if we have a result already. It's still going on. Both teams are quite closely matched. How about the professionals tournament? Appears Cheras has also won. So well done to Cheras. That means ICT are knocked out in the professionals tournament. They've only won against RN 4-3. Sadly, That's quite a downfall for ICT. Cheras and LAOS are both through to the knockout stage, to the playoff for the professionals, for the Blitz Cup. So your 4 teams will be GBR and Cheras and LAOS. Tomorrow nothing will change. Whatever the result of ICT or GB would be, none of these clans will promote to the stage above them. So this is it. Your 2 teams directly qualified to the Blitz Cup are RISQ and ID. The 4 teams qualified to the playoff, the double elimination playoff, are GV, RN, Cheras, and LAOS. ICT will take the 7th place, and DT will take the last place. Which also means Mabox got this prediction correct. Cheras did win against ICT 4-3, so it's not a complete washout for Mabox. At least Mabox got one prediction, one outcome correct, and scoreline correct as well. King also won in the low echelon championship grand final, but albeit not a 5-4 scoreline, but a 5-0 scoreline. We're going back to the lounge. I think we will begin a draw very soon. I'm just going to check the results of the challenges tournament, and let's see if there is a final result there. They're still playing. Alright, let's do the draw. I'm going to check if there are duplicate entries or previous winners. So good luck to whoever is in this giveaway. We'll begin the draw shortly. So do we have a? There is one saying EU. Simo. Yes. Yes, we're not seeing any duplicate entries here. How about will we see? Do I see any previous winners here? Yes, we do. Retro, you won a battle pass already. Retro Reaper, you won a battle pass. Is it yesterday? I have to double check, but you've got a battle pass, so you don't need to apply. So it's WL. You have already won the battle pass, so I'm going to delete both of you from the list. You won a battle pass yesterday, actually. So Retro Reaper and WL, please do not send in another form in the next couple of streams. You've already won the battle pass, so I'm going to remove your names from this list. Where is Retro Reaper? There we go. All right. Okay. So we have 29 entries. 3 of you will win a battle pass. Good luck. And we will spin the first winner. Our first winner is... Congratulations, Ode. You've got a battle pass. Which means I'm going to put your name down. Let's draw the next winner. Second winner is it's a Death Star. Congratulations! You've won a battle pass. And I like the sound effect as well. Congratulating you. Where are you? Where is your name? Death Star. There we go. Found your name. You're from the APAC server. Right. Let's draw our final winner of the November Battle Pass. Who will that be? This. Oh, that was super close. Congratulations to our beloved moderator of tonight. That force you've won the battle pass. By a very tiny margin. It could have gone easily to another. But you got the battle pass. Our first battle pass winner on the APAC stream from the EU server. So congratulations, everyone. We've got another 3 players winning the battle pass. So I'll put your name down, and we will have more battle passes to give away later tonight on the EU server, and also tomorrow on the APAC server 3 to give away for the APAC server, APAC stream, and 2 for the EU stream. This has been me, thanks for watching. Tune in for tonight for the EU server, where we will find out our 2 teams in the top 2 and 4 teams in the playoff. Have a good night, and bye for now. Oh, before I go, I'm so sorry, IMX, and also Elites, we haven't announced who won the Challengers tournament yet, so let's check that. Do not leave the stream just yet. Let's see if we can, if we have a result. Oh, we have a result. The winner of the Challengers tournament is Elites 5-3 against IMX. Congratulations to Elites, but the rewards you won't have you won't have all the rewards, unfortunately. But you've won. If you've won the Challengers tournament, so congrats to Elites. IMX a really good season. I hope they can build onto this season and come back next season even stronger. I hope they will be aiming for that top 8 because they have the ability to do so. So that means Madbox doesn't really have a redeeming field day, but maybe Thomas Peterson will have an even worse night. But we'll see. Goodbye.